Hey, what's up, guys? How you doing? It is me, Lasty here. Welcome today to a brand new episode of The Road to Glory, a double upload special for you on this Sunday night. Now, this is episode number 36. I thought, you know what? Let's get them a double upload for a Sunday. I feel like it was the right thing to do. So I hope you enjoy. If you do and you appreciate that kind of stuff, hit me with a thumbs up. That would be much appreciated from me. And subscribe as well if you're new to the channel. Cheers. Don't forget all my social links are down below. We've got some champs to play today. Take a look at the squad, man. It is... honestly... I can't believe that we're 36 episodes into this. This is a crazy team right now. It really is. And I am looking forward to a few more champs games today. So essentially what I've got for you tonight is my Gold 3 Squad Battles rewards. I know. Hold on to your hats, ladies and gentlemen. We have got some rewards here. And then I've got 5 games of Foot Champs, which is going to be like my middle section of games, and we are 2-1 currently. So the first pack I'm going to open here is a Jumbo Premium Gold, but I do actually get a walkout from it. I was ready to skip that pack entirely, but then I saw the old lights at the back of the tunnel and got a little bit excited. It turns out it is Little from Arsenal Women, so she's an 86 rated walkout. She comes out doing the sprinkler, and we can sell her. So that's, I believe, like 8,000 coins for a walkout, which, considering I was just doing objectives, like probably Evo stuff in squad battles last week, that is, I mean, I'll take it. I'll take the 8,000 coins. We are kind of up on coins at the moment, and I don't know if you guys had noticed that there was a slight change to my squad that you wouldn't have seen in the earlier episode today. We'll get onto that a little bit more in due course, but a couple of Hunter Chem styles in there as well. I actually managed to sell them both for like 4.4k each, and they go instantly too, so I probably could have got even a little bit more. Did not realize Hunter Chem styles were nearly on the level of Shadows in terms of their value. So that was actually like about 16,000 plus discards plus a couple of players in the club. It was about a 20k in return in that little pack there from Gold 3, which I'm very happy with. I can't complain. We unfortunately only get like an 83 Douglas Luiz in the 5-player pack. Could have been anyone, could have been a total rush. Unfortunately not in this one, but we move, and it's time to get into where I'm at with my squad. I've got a new formation which I think is kind of cooking, and I wanted to show it to you as well. But before that, I did off camera, off recording, manage to pack Swanson in a random 75 plus player pack from, I don't know, I was just playing some Rivals games off cam. I played like 3 Rivals games, got like 1 win, and that can be shown here. We are up to 21 points. I think the last time I left you, I was on 18 points. So 24 points needed for the rest of the week. I am nearly halfway there in terms of my Rivals, but now the thing to focus on is Foot Champs. So Griezmann is that player that I've ended up bringing in. I've bought him for 80k. I remember selling him for like 100 like a week ago, and I just realized that with the current squad that we've got, I can actually get him into the starting 11 on full chemistry. Now, I don't think he'd be on full chem once Socrates' loan expires, but we've still got our, a day left on that, so that's really good. So these are the formations that I'm gonna go into champs with, and I've sort of set up like a 4-2-2-2. We had that 4-4-1-1 the other day. There's a 4-5-1. But the one I am most using is this right here. Now, you can pause the video if you want to see that code that is in the top middle of your screens. But it's a 4-2-3-1. And it really, really suits the players that I've got here. So the 4-2-3-1 itself is going to play like this. We're going to have custom tactical preset, 4-2-3-1 wide, not narrow. So the one with a left mid and a right mid. And then like everyone else, I'll play counter and high, which is 70 depth. So into the player roles we go. It's not going to look too dissimilar off the ball than it is with the ball. Like the shape changes a tiny bit, but actually, I've managed to get this. I'm in a really good spot because those 3 across the middle there, Pires, Socrates, and Traore, are all in the positions that I want them to be in, with ++, which I think could probably help. Yaya as a holding DM as well, that's great. So essentially, I was thinking that the 4-4-2 or the 4-4-1-1, which played quite similarly, were just not giving me enough depth in defence. Like, I felt really open in the middle. So I figured if I could have Yaya and De Jong just a tiny bit further back and closer together, and then have a Cam that could also maybe push into that gap and help me, that could be really useful. So, yeah, you've just seen there what it looks like without the ball and with the ball. You've seen everything on screen there, including the code, which is in the top middle of your screen now. If you wanted to and you've got the right players for it, you could give this 4-2-3-1 a go. I'm going to show you what it's all about in these next 5 games. So I'm 2-1. This was Sunday morning, today, this morning, before I was required to have a nice Sunday roast with my family, my grandparents, my uncle, all that sort of stuff. I thought I'm going to get 5 games in here and make a double upload for tonight. And then we're going to stream the rest of the games. And you will have seen that this afternoon on Twitch. And that will be tomorrow's episode. But I go 1-0 down. No warm-up game or anything for me today. Just getting straight into it about 10 in the morning, 10:30 in the morning. And the idea was to try and get 5 games done. We do score with Griezmann, though, get it to 1-1. But unfortunately for me, the 2 goals that I conceded in this match were literally like me gifting the ball to my opponent. I need to get way better at that when I'm clearing it. As you can see, Socrates manages to play in Pires. No idea why he's taking that on his left foot, but it's the finesse shot plus, so it goes in anyway. And then Adama can find Griezmann, and then we managed to kind of get a little bit of luck there on the first touch, and then we get a lot of luck here. How am I able to get a shot off there? The responsiveness of the defender was not ideal for my opponent, but it worked out well for me, so I'll take that. Now, Robert Pires is able to run through again, and I figured my opponents were thinking I was probably going to cut inside to try and hit that swooping finesse. So I actually ended up just running inside and then hitting one on his weak foot. It went in again at the near post. We get a rage quit, so we get a nice first victory for the day in our first game. So that puts us at 3-1. Now expecting to get... I'm expecting the ELO to just get a little bit higher and a little bit more difficult. So into the next game we go. Now, I wasn't able to actually see my first opponent's team. Can we see it this time? Ah, yes, we can. This guy got Vidic in his icon pack, and I would assume Capdevia from last weekend's Weekend League, because he had a first owner hero there. The other ones were purchased on the market. Now, I'm just trying to play like nice football here, get some good passing going and stuff. I'm taking my finger off the sprint button a lot more when I'm passing the ball around, so my players don't receive the ball with a heavy touch. And essentially, like, just trying to get the ball to either Socrates or Yaya when I'm looking to thread the needle a little bit and play that lovely cutting through ball through the defense. And Incisive Pass is the reason for that, because Incisive Pass Plus is very, very nice. I feel like Frankie might have a version of it. In fact, I can probably check for you whilst you're watching this right here. We get another win, by the way. We're 4-1. Absolutely flying right now. If I just have a little look at my squad in-game right now. Frankie, does he have it? He does have Grey Incisive Pass and Long Ball and Tiki Taka. That's why Frankie's so great on the ball. That is exactly why. Because I feel like he can almost do the passing of a similar nature to like Yaya and Socrates. So into the next one we go. 4-1. I'm able to concede a goal early on, but then I do get one-on-one with the goalie. He wipes me out. He takes the red card and gives me that free kick, which... I mean, I don't know if you know anything about me, but I like to score the odd free kick, and I feel like I can maybe score this one right here. So after lining it up for a good little while, actually, I thought it might auto-take it because I was taking so long. We literally inch perfect into the postage stamp, that top corner with Antoine Griezmann. You love to see it, and that gets us an equalising goal. So now we're level against 10 men. Surely this now in our favour. Well, Socrates knocks it out to Frankie, back to Socrates. He's going to find a lovely little ball over the top for Pires to get his head onto. And we can go 2-1 up. Now, when I saw my opponent stop moving, I was like, oh, has he just put the controller down in rage? Has he thrown his controller? Maybe I need to try and score again. But before I could do that, he'd obviously just dashboarded his console, because I got the 2-1 victory there. And that puts me at... nosebleed territory of 5-1. What is going on? 4-2-3-1 wide is working for me today. So, into the next game, I'm expecting some tough opponents from here on out, just because, you know, 5-1 for me is exceptional. So into the next one we go, and we come up against someone who was incredible with possession. I genuinely struggled to get the ball off this guy. I think at half-time and by full-time, he'd had like 62% possession, and that is with me really trying hard here in Champs. I actually end up going 1-0 up just before half-time, and then in the second half, it got to like the hour mark, and he finally found that ball through to Danjuma. I just brought the keeper out by about a step, and he knew to chip me. So, well done to that one. Well done for that one. Well done to this guy. And Jorginho Ruta knocks it through to Danjuma. I don't think I quite managed to get the ball to lock onto the correct player. So I was unable to tackle him, and I lose the game right at the very end. I mean, that was kind of coming, wasn't it? You know, I'm 5-1 now, 5-2. But as you can see there, probably a better display from my opponent, and a deserved loss puts me, like I said, at 5-2. So one more game for this little extra episode for you. We come up against a 4-4-2 with some very meta players in there. I mean, I'm seeing 2 finesse shot plus players up top. I'm seeing some very good centre-backs in this team. What can we make happen? Well, I'm looking to thread the balls through with Socrates right here, but Griezmann ends up, oh no, it ends up going out to Frankie. To Pires, we're just going to have to hit that. I was struggling to make my way through my opponent's defence here, so a little finesse shot plus was what was needed to break the deadlock. Is he going to score on me though? Well, Lautaro knocks it through to Antoine Griezmann, who can just hit it in at the near post. He is, as we know, a devastating finisher on this game. So Yaya knocks an incisive through ball into Socrates, who does the exact same thing to Griezmann. We don't need finesse shot this time. We can just smash that one home with a green timed shot. And Griezmann scores at one end and then at the other. So it looks like my opponent's probably going to get himself a goal here. I thought that was offside with Lautaro, but I should probably play to the whistle rather than, you know, kind of stop him playing. And he scores from it, which is all well and good. We need to come back in this one now. And Griezmann actually knocks it into Adama Traore, whose end product has been absolutely appalling for me. But his running and pace and strength has been great. He's a brilliant wide option, he really is. But his end product has been pretty shambolic. So for him to score that one on his weak foot, I was actually quite surprised. And then I managed to get one more little goal at the end there, just because I think my opponent had kind of given up. The final whistle was about to go. It was either me hold it in the corner or me score another little goal to add into the clips here. So another victory. I've gone 4-1 in that little session, and I'm 6-2. Fully expecting the final 7 games of this weekend league to be like awful. Sweat-induced horrificness. But I've got 6 wins already, which is my very minimum threshold of what I would like to achieve in terms of wins. I feel like 7 or 8 wins from, total is perfectly doable. It's whether or not we can push to that 9 or 10 or even beyond. I doubt it. I highly doubt it. I mean, we can currently get 13 wins. Is that going to happen? Absolutely not. But the fact that it's still on, it means that I can afford to lose a few games and still get a really good record. So we'll see what happens. Anyway, that brings us to the end of this little extra video for you. I think it's nearly a full-length video, just over 14 minutes. Means that we're a little bit shy of a proper episode, but I just wanted to give you a double upload on a Sunday night here. I will play those other 7 games for you for tomorrow's episode, and we will have the rewards in that one as well. I very much look forward to seeing what we can get from that stuff. It worked out last week, didn't it? We got Yaya Toure, who has been, by the way, unreal as a holding DM. He is just perfect. I absolutely love him. What a player. My friends, if you've enjoyed this extra one, do me a small favour and hit that thumbs up. These typically don't do as well as a regular video, so if you are feeling generous, I'd really appreciate your thumbs up from you. Subscribe as well if you're new. Cheers, and don't forget to follow me on socials. All the links are down below. Hope you all have a wonderful evening, wonderful rest of your Sunday. Take it easy, and I will catch you for those final games in tomorrow's episode. I'll see you then. Peace.